Hey guys, Harley here, and today I'm not going to be talking about reviews because, I don't put those things out, but I am going to be talking about something kind of, I guess, weird. I'm talking about pet peeves. That's not that weird, but I don't have any videos, so I guess I really can't say it's weird for me or anything. But so I'll be talking about pet peeves because I was thinking about it today because I'm going to, well, you don't know because I don't put out videos to tell you. I'm really big on conventions. And this summer, I'm going to be going to Otakon with a couple friends. And I was thinking about it today, and I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and I remembered a couple things that really irritate me about the people around me and conventions. So I want to talk about first buying things. I'm really big on buying things at conventions because it's like a way to treat myself. I only go to conventions once or twice a year, and I don't really buy much for myself merchandise-wise when I'm not at conventions. If they're on sale, sometimes I buy anime and manga, but I mean like fan art like all over here or like figurines over there or whatever. I don't really buy that outside of conventions, partially because I don't know where the best place to buy it is or I can't find like the one figurine I want. Usually they're at conventions though. So one time the worst offender for these things is my best friend's boyfriend. I like him as a person, but when it comes to conventions, he's like the worst person, I swear to God. So, one time we were at a tokusatsu booth, and tokusatsu is essentially in Japan, it's like the live action series, and it airs on, the series I'm talking about in particular is Kamen Rider, which airs on Tokusatsu Time, which is like a television block that consists of Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, which is Japanese Power Rangers, and Pretty Cure, which I don't know why Pretty Cure technically runs on it because it's not live action, but whatever. Whatever. So I went to the booth and I bought a Lockseed from the Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Gaim. And it's gonna sound silly, but they're kind of based on like Fruit Samurai, or at least the like costumes are. The series itself is actually very serious, but the costumes, they're like such silly concepts, like a banana samurai. The Lockseed I bought was the banana Lockseed, and I'll show you. It's a little thing. It looks like this, and it opens up, and where is it? If you press the button, it's supposed to make noise, but I think the batteries died. That's why it's not making any noise. But normally it makes noise. Anyway, it's little, and it's supposed to make noise normally. But it was like $20. And I understand that's a lot, especially for this, it's a lot, but I didn't mind because I was only buying one of them, and it was only for my favorite character. So, whatever. I didn't care. And I wasn't spending on anything else at the convention at the time anyway. So, my friend's boyfriend was like, "Oh my god, it makes noise. I need to buy it. Sorry, the light went off. I need to buy it. Oh, joy." And that really made me mad because he had been talking about, like, he's probably never going to watch the series and he doesn't currently watch the series, but he wants to buy a $20 thing that's like this big because it makes noise. And the worst part, honestly, I would have been mad or aggravated if another person had said that, but the worst part is that he's this guy. He went to Japan to, like, study abroad in college or whatever. So he looks at me and he's like, "You can get these things in like gacha machines, which are kind of like little capsule machines, for like some cents, a couple dollars, like or yen or whatever. And it's extreme much cheaper because it's a regular kid's toy there. So it's much cheaper to get one of these things, right?" And whenever we go to conventions, he's this guy who's like, "I'm not going to buy that figurine that I really want from my favorite character from my favorite series because I can get it cheaper in Japan. It's only $10, but I can get it cheaper in Japan." So this motherfucker who won't even buy the favorite figurine of the favorite character from the favorite series for like $10 will buy a Lockseed from a series he's never watched because it makes noise for $20. What the fuck is that? do that. And then when I'm like, no, you're not buying that. Like, you can't just decide, oh, I'm gonna be a prick about this whole other thing and make my girlfriend kind of feel bad about buying things because, oh, but, you know, he's kind of right. It might be too expensive just because this other Loxy thing makes noise. So, whoa. Like, what the fuck is that? You can't fucking do that. Okay? Second of all, I understand that he wants to, like, accommodate his friend or whatever who's kind of awkward with sharing rooms with people. But I'm not getting a second room. We're not getting a second hotel room just because one person has a problem with arrangements. She can sleep on a cot by herself. I'm not getting a second room because we've calculated it and it's a lot more money with the amount of people going. They just get a second room. Plus, the hotel we got a room at, we can't guarantee that they're going to have another room. As far as I know right now, they don't have any extra rooms. So I don't know why he's like, oh, you know, we're going to do this. No, we're not. Your friend can go fuck herself. I don't mind his friend, but I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm the one getting the hotel room. So no, we're not doing that, okay? And then, okay, he's also the type, like, this is why I don't like boyfriends going, I don't like significant others going to the convention together and spending all their time together, because when he didn't spend a lot of time with her, and when we didn't go to the same panel as him, he thought that we purposely didn't do it to, like, hurt him. No, we just didn't give a shit about I think it was like types of fabrics or whatever. We didn't care about that. We wanted to go to the other panel. And he got like so personally offended that he had to later on go talk to her privately and his feelings are upset. And like, no, what the fuck? Don't do that. It's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. And then he thought he wanted to buy this figurine of Makoto from Free or something, right? And I saw it and I bought it first. Because he's always weird about buying stuff. Like, oh, he has to wait. So I bought it first. And I came to the room and I showed it to him. And he was like, oh, you know, I thought about buying it, but it's like standing really weird. No, he's fucking not. He's standing normal. Even his girlfriend and his best friend went, wow, how fucking childish. He got mad because you bought it first. And then he was like, oh, I don't want it. And then the next day, he fucking bought it anyway. What the fuck, man? And then when it comes to cosplays, he thinks he's like this master cosplayer, even though he's never actually cosplayed, because he never finishes his costumes. He gets really hyped about it, and then gets really frustrated, and then just stops thinking about it. And then it's like 3 days before the convention, and he's like, I just didn't have time. No, I know you had time. Because I know from Dina exactly what you guys end up doing, and I know you had time. But then he gets on Dina's case, it gets on my friend's case, and she's like, listen, I'll help you make your costume, because even though I don't have time, I have time to help you make your costume because you don't know what you're doing. So she never learns how to actually make her own costume. And then he never finishes his own costume. One time he was like, I'm gonna be Pinkie Pie, and he couldn't even sew 3 balloons on a pink shirt. I know he could do that. Even my boyfriend, who is like, my boyfriend's like super creatively challenged, so I know he could do that. I have no idea how my best friend's boyfriend can act like this. And I know I've just been complaining about him, but a lot of times he's the one who ends up doing it. I hate it when we go to conventions and they're like, I'm gonna buy this thing from a series I don't know. And nobody can say, I don't practice what I preach, okay? Because I have a Maji wall scroll up there, and I saw it at Otakon, and I went, I really want that. But I've never seen Maji. And then I went back to college, ended up watching all of Maji, and then at the next convention, bought the wall scroll. So he can't say shit to me about it. He can't say shit to me about it, because I know. I did it, okay? Don't you fucking fuck with me, okay? I know. But anyway, I guess that'll be it for this time. I don't think I can make videos past 15 minutes. And I know I still have a little bit, but I'm not gonna take up all the space in my phone for this video, because I don't have a good camera yet, so I'm using my phone, which still isn't great, but it's better than the camera I do have that was sent to me by my boyfriend. But anyway, tell me what your pet peeves are. I'd love to talk to you about it, because I just like talking to people. So I guess I'll see you on a different video. I guess I'll see you guys at a different video. Bye!